Hello my dear family members, if you are preparing for Accenture, then this video is for you. Here we are going to discuss about the latest pattern questions and the topics which they are asking. So let me just share that. So the first question is, what are the topics from which they are asking the coding questions? So front-end questions is from HTML, CSS, JavaScript. It's very like common sense. But for backend, what are the allowed language? That is C Sharp, Python and Java, and the coding questions will be from mostly DP, dynamic programming, and advanced array or string. Okay, so you can prepare through these, and also they're asking few questions from advanced matrix or pattern based questions. Okay, so I hope you understood. Now the question is, what are the recent questions they're asking, and are they repeating their questions? Guys, as Mercer Metal is conducting the exam and they also conducted the on campus for 2025 batch, so the questions mostly are being repeated for the backend. Okay, the normal code which they are used to ask, that is now called backend code. Okay, so please refer the previous year questions which is available at topmain.is/techno_uf. Here you will get all the latest questions and the previous year questions with answers. Like you will get updated gamified round questions which you can play live, and web based questions, SQL questions, and like front end, back end, communication assessment, mock test, interview experience. All the things are available. You will get instant access and immediate access, also unlimited access. So please go through that. The link will be provided in the description box or in the comment section. Please refer that, it will be very much helpful for you. Okay, now the question is, let me share that.
Hey, you ready for the future? Techno UF is here with premium prep materials, no need to fear. Cognizant, Accenture, TCS, and more. We'll get you ready, open up that door.
Yeah, so the advanced coding question was like almost similar as earlier, but little bit different. So the question is, you have to find longest substring, okay, without repeating character. Okay, without repeating character. Okay, so my handwriting is not that much good, so I hope you understood. Longest substring without repeating character. Okay, so let me share the sample input output so that it will be easier to understand. So let's say and I am providing the actual input, that is ABC, B. So this is the sample input. Okay, I hope you know what's the substring. That is, inside the string, the segments of those will be the substring. Let's say here the substrings are like A, B, C, B, all are substring itself. Then this is the single length. Okay, for length 2, the substrings will be A, B, C, B, and for 3, length 3, the substrings will be ABC, BCA, then CAB, then ABC again, then BCB. So this way the substrings are present here. Okay, so guys, for length 4, please provide the, like, this is a quiz for you guys, so please engage there. For length 4, what are the substrings present here? Please give that. Okay, so I hope you will give. So let me see how many of you are attentively watching. Okay, so guys, like, what's the question was, that is, in this case, what will be the longest substring without repeating character? Okay, so here the length of this string is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, the length is n is equal to 8. So here, as you can see, A, B, C, so these are all unique, but as soon as we come here, we check that this A is already present inside the substring, so this will not be included, and we have to break the loop. If we are using while, or if we are using for anything, we have to break the loop. Okay, then like here we have got that the max size of the substring without repeating character is equal to, as of now, 3. So here, as you can see, CABC, so this is also a substring, or let's say BCA is also a substring. So for BCA also, if we start from here, I is here, and as soon as we come here again now, so this becomes like this is repeated again, so we have to break the loop. Okay, so that means from if we start from this BCA, we have to stop here. Okay, so that means the length is 3 here also, here also. Like if we start from this CB, here only the length is 2, like the longest not longest, but the substring is having non-repeating character is 2. Okay, so basically the longest substring without repeating character here is 3. The length of that is 3 because ABC is the longest substring where no character is repeated. So I hope you understood what I am trying to make you understood. Okay, so if you understood, then please let me know in the comment section and let me know if I need to explain more or not. Okay, let me share one more example so that it will be easier to understand. So let me just remove it. Okay, so basically let's say this is the sample input. Okay, a. So what will be the sample output for this case, guys? Okay, so let me share. So this is at first unique character, but when the iteration will be here, it will check the ASCII value of the previous one is same 65. So this is already present, we have to break the loop. So length of the longest substring without repeating character is 1 and it will be the output. Okay, so I hope you understood what the task is. And earlier the question was like longest substring you have to print. Okay, longest substring you have to print. So this is the question already asked multiple times. This is the top 10 questions of Accenture. Like this has been asked multiple times. Okay, so this time they have just manipulated little bit, that is you have to check the longest substring which is having only unique characters. Okay, without repeating characters you have to print you have to print the length of that. Okay, so basically the question was asked from lit code. Okay, from lit code, and also this is present in Geek for Geeks, so you can find those questions, answers and explanation more briefly there, so you can go there as well. Okay, so let me share the solutions so that it will be easier to understand. Okay, so let me share like what will be the approach to the solution. So basically what we will do, at first we'll initialize an array. Okay, at first we'll initialize an array of 256 length, 256 length, and we'll tell all of those are false, all of the element at first false. 20 like 256 elements are false, so we will initialize all the characters as not visited at first. So at first let's say the string is this. Okay, string is this, so all are not visited at first, right? So that's why we have to make it false like 256 times, because like total 256 ASCII values present. Okay, so let me share it. Like these are the characters are present. Okay, like some of you like I also didn't know that 256 characters like this one. Okay, these are the present, I don't know, but still these have some ASCII value, so total 256 characters are there, so we have to check for also those. So if all 256 characters like unique or not. Okay, or visited or not, so we have to check for all. Okay, so guys, before I explain more, so please, if you have not subscribed it, then please subscribe it, because this motivates me to make more content. Okay, as you can see, this question was asked today and I'm uploading this today itself. Okay, so please subscribe it. Instead of having my office time, I'm uploading these videos. Okay, so guys, please do consider subscribing, and if you want, you can consider our prime materials. Okay, so what you have to do here, that is at first we have initialized all the characters as not visited. Okay, not visited, all 256 characters as not visited. Then what we have done, what we have to do, that is we have to go through all the elements. Okay, so for I in range n, so at first we have to go through all the elements. Okay, for I in range length of this string. Okay, let's say this is the string ABC. Okay, we have to go through all the string length. Okay, then we have to check for like for j, which will be starting from I to n, this will be the string length. Okay, string length, this will be the substring. Okay, if we starting from here, then substring will be from here and also from here. Okay, so let me just show this answer, this will be more easier to understand. So for I in range or length of n, and also for j will be from I to n. Okay, this will check the substring. Okay, so before all the for loop iteration, before all initialization, you have to initialize one let's say result variable, so that we can count the max length each iteration. Okay, so here we have to check, like in python we have to we get the ASCII value of any character using ord function. Okay, so we will check if the ord of the current character is equal to like true or false. Okay, if this is false, if this is true, if this is true, that means this is visited. Okay, so if the current character's ASCII value is present already, then if it is true, then we have to break the loop. We have to break the loop because we got a repeated characters. Okay, so break the loop. If not true, then go to the else block and update the value of result. Update the value of result, that is the new max we got, like this will be increased by 1. Okay, so the earlier result value and the current substring length, that is current substring length is j minus I plus 1. This is the current substring length. Okay, let's say this is the string, so if i's value here and j value is here. Okay, so let's say j is at first here, let's say 1. Okay, and I is 0, so 1 minus 0 plus 1, this will be the length of that. Okay, so 2. So the current substring length and the earlier result value will be checked, like will be compared. Which one is max, that will be stored inside the result. Okay, so I hope you understood. Let's just start with the solution part, it will be better to understand. Okay, so let me share the Python solution at first, then we'll go to the Java solution. Okay, so here there is the solution, so let me just comment it out. Okay, yeah, it is not going to the up. Okay, let me just comment it down. I don't know what happens to it. Okay, so at first check here. Okay, if name is equal to main, then s is equal to this string. This is also hard coded. Okay, if let's say this is the string and it is the actual substring string given in the exam. Okay, so this is the name of the function and it is returning the length of the longest substring, and we are printing that, nothing else. So let's go to the like implementation of the function. So at first we have initialized the length of the string. Okay, this is the string we have at first initialized the length of that. Okay, as n. Then we have initialized the result is equal to 0, which will be stored, which will be used to store the max length. Okay, so then we are getting, like we had, let's say this is the string. Okay, abc. So at sorry, then bb also. So length is 3 4 8. Okay, so length is 8, n is equal to 8. So for I in range n, that is 8. Okay, so visited is equal to false into 256. So at first all the array values are false, like 256 elements are false. Then we are checking, like we are going through the substrings for j in range I to n. So at first i's value is here. Okay, as the ith value is 0 here at first, and we are starting with 0 itself. Okay, so value of I is also 0. Okay, value of I is also 0, and that's why the value of j will be also 0. So if visited, so visited is the name of the array. So if visited word is of j, word of s of j, so s of j means j is 0. Okay, j is 0, and s is the string, so s is the string name, so s of j, s of 0 is a. Okay, s of 0 is a, so that is the ASCII value of the small case a, so that is 97. ASCII value of small case a is 97. Yeah, if I am not wrong, that is 97. So 97 is equal to true. Visited 97, visited 97, that means, let's say this is the array. Okay, so all are false. Okay, all are false, and here the 97 97th element, that is also false here. Okay, so visited is the name of the array, so visited of 97, visited of 97, is this true? Here it is false, right? So it is not matching, it is not satisfying, so it will go to the else block. Okay, it will go to the else block and it will initialize the new value of result. So value of result was 0, value of result was 0, and the substring length, so value of j is 0, value of j is 0, so 0 and ith value is 0 plus 1. So as this is the first character, that's why the length of that character will be also I mean the string substring length, I mean the length of the substring will be 1. Okay, so result will be as 1 at first. Then the visited the ASCII value, visited the ASCII value is equal to true. So it was false at first. So we have visited this character like a, we have visited this one, so we have to make it true because we have already visited it. So then we have updated that particular value as true. So this 97th element becomes true right now. Okay, so in the next iteration, the value like here, yeah, so at first the ith was 0 and j was 0. In the next iteration, the j is becoming 1, j become 1. So when j became 1, it is checking if word s1 is equal to true. Word s1 is what? S1 is like here b. So b, s1, s of b is, sorry, word of b is what? That is 98. So visited 98 is equal to true. No, it is false here. Okay, so visited 98, so let me just write it, visited 98. So this is false here, already written. So if it is true, no, so it is false. So we have to go here and let's update that value of result. So max of result, earlier result, and j minus I plus 1, that is the substring, new substring length. Okay, so earlier result was 1. Okay, earlier result was 1 and new substring length is, so j is updated as 1 here. Okay, j is 1 at first, it is the second iteration, so value of j is 1 and I is at first 0. So 1 minus 0 plus 1, 1 minus 0 plus 1, this becomes 2. So 1 and 2 become like compared and the max is 2, so it will be stored at result. And we have to update the visited 98 is equal to true. Okay, so for b also we have to make it true. So this is visited. So in the next iteration, the value of j becomes 2. Okay, j becomes 2 and here word is s of 2. So s of 2 means this c. Okay, this c, and it will also check same, and here it will be updated and the length will be 3, and the c will be also updated as true. Okay, in the next iteration, when it will check like the value of j will be 3, value of j will be 3, and it will check s of 3, s of 3, s of 3 means what? S of 3 means a. Okay, s of 3 means a. So word of a is 97. Okay, word of a, that is the ASCII value of a is 97. So visited 97 is equal to true. Yes, we have updated that earlier as true. So if it is true, then break the loop. Okay, so we have to break the loop and go to the return statement here. Okay, just return the result and we'll get the result. So that is what last updated value is 3, so this will be returned. Okay, so I hope you understood. So let me just print that. Okay, so run, and as you can see the output is 3. So that is for ABC, ABC, BB. But if the length, the string is A, output will be 1 and as expected. Okay, so I hope you understood. So guys, if you have not if you have not understood, then please comment down your doubts and confusions. I will try to assist in the comment section as well, and you can join our Telegram channel t.me/cvk, and now you can discuss the questions as well there. Okay, so I hope you will do so. Okay, let me go to the Java solutions. Guys, again, if I am recommending you to have the prime materials of any company that you want, we have like 11 companies prime materials. If you want, then you can ask me. Okay, like DM me at our Insta ID, instagram.com/techno.tf. You will get it. Okay, so let me go to the next question. Java solution. So at first the main function, it is written here. So as Python, at first we have taken the string, and this is the name of the function, and this is returning an an integer, and we are printing that. Okay, nothing else. So let me go to the function implementation part. So this is the static function, so that we don't have to we don't have any problem in accessing from main. Okay, main function. So it is taking one argument, that is the string type, and at first we are initializing the length of the string, and also we have initialized the result to store the max value of the longest string. Okay, so here, as we have done in Python, at first we are iterating up to n, that is the length of the string, and then we have initialized an array of not visited, okay, not visited characters. Okay, then we are initializing the again new for loop from ith value to n. Okay, then we are checking if the current character is visited. If the current character is visited, that means if it is true, then if it is true, then we are breaking. If it is not true, then we are updating the value of result, the longest length of the unique characters. Okay, so result and the current substring, so we are checking that, and we are updating the value, and if the character is visited, then we have to update that as true. Okay, so this is almost same, nothing else, so 99% same, so I don't have to discuss this again. So let me just run it and see if this is producing right output or not. So as you can see, for ABC, 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 sorry, ABC, ABC, BB, the output is 3 as expected. So let me just make it all A. So A, and C, the output is 1. Okay, so I hope you understood what's the task and what are the syntaxes I used and what logic I have followed. So if you have understood, then please like this video and watch the playlist regarding any company that you want. We have playlist of almost all companies, so please watch those, and please recommend me which company's content you want more. So please comment down your recommendation. Okay, which company's content you want more, and which particular topic or subject you want more, please comment down that. And I am giving you one code like as a suggestion. Please give the answer, please give the code of that particular code in Python or Java as you want. So like longest palindrome, longest palindrome code in the string. Okay, so please give the answer in the comment section. This is advanced coding questions, so this was already asked in the earlier slot, so please keep the answer in the comment section. So I hope you like this video. Please share this content with your friend, and let's get the job together. Okay, so thank you for the decision.
Please subscribe to Techno UF and don't forget to like and share with your friends.